Well, hi there, everybody. Good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Thursday morning. Lots of patchy fog around this morning with isolated dense fog. I think the worst of the fog has been around the Ord area this morning. Again, we saw this yesterday morning, the Ord area. I had a couple of viewers mention that to me as well. As we go through the morning hours, any of this light fog should quickly burn off. We've got a lot of upper level clouds passing through this morning. We'll see some of those here. I still think a lot of us will end up seeing mostly sunny skies, maybe partly sunny here to the north and west. Breezy southeasterly winds today, 10 to 20, gusts 25 to 30 miles per hour. Wind should slowly die back tonight. We'll see a small chance of rain and thunderstorms in western portions of Nebraska later on this evening. There are a few models hinting at maybe some of this weaker stuff drifting into central and eastern areas later tonight. The best chance would be out here to the west, though, this evening. Best chance of severe weather would be in the Panhandle. But again, maybe something tries to push eastward later tonight and into tomorrow morning. This model doesn't have it, but a few models, again, do hint at some very isolated stuff making it into central and eastern Nebraska late tonight and early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, I think most of us will see partly to mostly sunny skies, a breezy southerly wind, and more heat building in for your Friday. Once again, looking to the west for a small chance of rain and thunderstorms as our upper level disturbance slowly begins to approach. It'll be a pretty quiet day to start to Saturday for most of us. Clouds begin to thicken up out west to begin, which means it won't be as warm here on Saturday. Still going to be pretty toasty in the east, but these rain chances will also begin to build eastward with time as we head through the weekend as well. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit here. First, though, to the severe weather threat for later today, late this afternoon into this evening. It's mostly confined to the western portions of Nebraska and eastern Colorado here, where there is a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk of severe storms for wind and hail. So very isolated severe weather here, but a few weaker thunder showers might try to sneak eastward later tonight through early tomorrow morning. Before we get to the temperature forecast, I'm going to jump to the long-range forecast here. So we're going to take a look at some of the long-range models, because I want to talk about the rain coming in this weekend here. So again, here comes the small chance later today, tonight. It's not a good chance. Most of us will not see much. Friday night into Saturday morning, still not looking at much, but notice out west, we're starting to see those chances increase Saturday. And as we get towards Saturday night, this is when it really starts to get going and spreading eastward slowly. Saturday night into Sunday morning there now. So pushes into central areas, and then sticking around during the day on Sunday. Showers and thunder showers out there. That's going to hold those temperatures down on Sunday. Quite cool. Sunday evening, Sunday night, and a Monday morning starting to clear out of the area. Smaller chances Monday and Tuesday evening mainly. And then maybe a little bit better chance right there as we get towards late Tuesday night and a Wednesday. So we could be talking about maybe another decent chance cooling us back once again for the middle of next week. Let's look at the GFS, which does tend to overdo things a little bit more than the European model does. Again, there's that small chance tonight. Tomorrow night, mostly looking to the west. So we get into Saturday, it starts in the west. Saturday afternoon, and then Saturday night starts to spread eastward. Late Saturday night into Sunday morning, we're talking now in the central areas, and continues into your Sunday, which will keep temperatures quite cool on Sunday. And then Sunday night into Monday morning starts to shift out of our area. Smaller chances late Monday. And again Tuesday, but then the chance starts to increase on Wednesday. So the middle of next week could feature a better chance for rain and thunderstorms, especially Wednesday into Wednesday night there. So that could bring temperatures down once again. Speaking of, let's focus on those temperatures. Starting with today, high temperatures topping out mostly in the 80s, could push 90 in southwestern areas later on today. We've got the third and final day of Husker Harvest Days there in rural Hall County, and it's been beautiful weather so far. It's going to warm up a little bit more today. Low 60s to start the day, some patchy light fog and maybe a few clouds around, then becoming mostly sunny. Upper 70s already by the noon hour and mid 80s by 4 o'clock this afternoon. The heat index might push upper 80s, and it will be a little bit breezy. Yesterday when I was out there, they did have to water down some of the dirt roads on the outer edges of the grounds out there because of the breeze. Well, we can see breezy conditions again, 10 to 20 with gusts to 25. Thankfully not strong enough to blow any of the tents around. One of the directors out there was asking me about that yesterday, and I said, well, it'll be breezy, but it's not going to be as windy as some years when it's been super windy out there. Let's take a closer look at the forecast around the area for today. Mid-80s to the northwest. There could be some thicker clouds here. I think skies in some cases could at times be mostly cloudy in here. Warmest areas are going to be in the southwest. We could push close to 90 today here in these locations here. Otherwise, mostly mid and upper 80s. Southeastern areas, mid, a few upper 80s out here. I do not expect rain until a small chance comes late tonight, early tomorrow morning. But again, a few clouds and then giving way to mostly sunny skies. Northeastern areas, mostly in the mid 80s. We're talking a few clouds early, giving way to mostly sunny skies. I think maybe a few more clouds towards O'Neill and Bartlett there. Let's take a look around the area as we get into tonight here. Temperatures falling back into the 60s. We're going to get a couple of warmer nights ahead of us tonight and tomorrow night here. Tomorrow, this will be, for many of us, our warmest day this week. A few upper 80s, but most of us topping out in the low 90s, some mid 90s along the Nebraska and Kansas border right in here. Tomorrow night into Saturday morning, down into the 60s again, maybe near 70 in spots. And then looking ahead to Saturday, we'll see another hot day in eastern Nebraska, low 90s there, and then cooler as you get to the west towards more clouds, and then there's that rain out west here, so the temperatures will be held down there. Let's look at the forecast for the Husker football game. Again, low 90s for a high. It'll start off probably in the low to mid 80s at kickoff at 11 a.m., pushing upper 80s to near 90 by halftime there around 12:30 to 12:45, and then by the time we get to the fourth quarter, low 90s. And winds will be a little bit breezy out there as well in Memorial Stadium there. Looking at Saturday night and Sunday morning, 60s, some 50s out west here, and then we start to cool down with that rain chance moving in on Saturday. Let's briefly take a look at that 7-day forecast here for the Tri-Cities. Again, we heat up the next few days, cooling down on Sunday with the rain chance. We'll warm up briefly Monday and Tuesday. Another decent chance of rain brings us cooler weather for Wednesday. I'm running out of time here, so I'm going to quickly go through the North Platte forecast real quick here. Again, we've got warm days ahead with the hottest day tomorrow. Good chance of rain coming Saturday night into Sunday, much cooler on Sunday. We briefly warm up early next week with a little bit of a cool down again on Monday with a slightly better chance of rain and thunderstorms. Well, everybody, I want to thank you all for watching on this Thursday morning. I'll be back with you on Friday for one more forecast to wrap up the work week. Until then, take care and God bless. Bye.